Hello, everyone. Welcome to Spark and Chaos, a journey of thought with Kyle
and Leah.
We just watched episode 7.
We sure did.
What is it? Deku versus Kacchan?
Deku versus Kacchan, and I just realized who Kacchan is.
Deku versus Kacchan. So yeah, this it directly picks up from the last episode where it's the villain team versus hero team. Villain team has to protect the bomb, quote unquote bomb, and the hero team has to go after it and try and dismantle it, quote unquote. So this episode picks up from Deku and Bakugo engaging in a fight. And so basically the whole episode, like you could summarize it in just one sentence: Deku fights Bakugo.
Yeah.
Almost.
And who's gonna do it? Who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win? But yeah, they do conclude it that this team A versus Team D, there is a winner. We'll talk about it, but that's what happens in this episode of My Hero. For segments, we're gonna start off with show and tell. I think we should make that an official segment.
It is. It should be. It's my favorite.
It should be official segment. Oh, mine's a little. Well, it's too big. I can't have it right here.
Oh, well, there you go. At least you see it.
It'll be right there, right here. We got show and tell.
Yes.
Per usual, we got now Patreon questions, Q's and A's. Mm-hmm. We got Kyle versus Leah quiz, and a new segment that'll probably be reoccurring.
I hope not.
Hope not. Patreon patrons correct us. So yeah, that's what's coming up in the app. So let's get started.
Let's do it.
First show and tell. Let's start off with show and tell.
Let's do that. That's fun.
Okay.
Let's break it all in.
I'll go first.
You please explain.
Please
explain.
So I was at Connecticon. I know actually a lot about this. I was at Connecticon. There's a cosplay family. Great people. I've ran into them a handful of times. Actually, Creepy Mama. Creepy Mama's the matriarch. She's
her name
sitting
is
there.
Creepy Mama?
Her name is Creepy Mama. Well, that's what I think of. That's like her username.
Okay.
There's a DM sitting there. I need to respond to it, and I haven't responded. She wants to interview me. It'll happen. But yeah, her and her family, medium human and small human and whatnot, at Connecticon in 2022, they gave me this Ojiro tail, and this is like for when you're on a plane. You just kinda...
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so if you don't know, Denki gets shipped with Jiro, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Gets shipped with Shinso, sometimes Sero, but also gets shipped with Ojiro's tail.
Randomly Ojiro's tail?
Ojiro's
like the tail.
Because there's a lot of shots, and you will see it. I'll point it out.
Oh my gosh.
Where in class, he's sitting behind him, and he's just playing with his tail.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And what is Ojiro doing?
Ojiro, I don't know. I guess he doesn't notice or feel, or he's like, this is nice.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna pretend I don't know, so that he keeps going.
But I thought I'd display this guy in honor of Mike McFarland. For those of you who don't know, Mike just had emergency brain surgery, and he's doing all right, but it's going to be a long recovery and a costly recovery. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't seen it yet, check out the GoFundMe. You can help him out because insurance will cover some of it, but this is America.
Yeah.
So he's been a pillar of the community forever. So
he's a good person.
Good
Built
people.
up a lot of good karma.
So yeah, there you go. This is for Mike, my Ojiro tail. But thank you, Creepy Mama and family for my Ojiro tail.
And if you can't see this, it looks like, I
guess I should describe it for the viewers.
Yeah, it looks like to me, I thought you had like a foul mushroom, honestly. Like, that's what that looks like.
So it's pretty cool. So yeah, there's the little tuft at the end, and then the flesh part. But then it opens up into this big bulbous part because the tail kind of hangs out on the left side, and then you just kind of lean against the tuft. It's very comfortable. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, actually I do. Let me see.
It's comfy.
It's so weird. The material is a little offensive, but yeah, because it does kind of feel skin-ish.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And it's like this flesh-colored fabric.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very thoughtful and it's very creative and it's a cute gift.
There you go.
But out of context, it's a little rough.
There you go. And you have a nice painting here.
Okay, yes, I'm excited about this painting. This is Toga, obviously, but it is Toga in her what I like to call pumpkin spice era. It's her fall look. It's the only other actual look that she has, but it's my favorite look. I think she looks so cute. It's when she gets her little fall coat and she's got her little scarfy scarf.
What season is this?
I believe this is season 5 that we see this, which is the My Villain Academia, the best season of all.
Often actually called the worst season.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, it's not. People love this season. Really? They don't love the 5th season?
Because, this is my understanding, I could be wrong, but My Villain Academia, everyone was so stoked about it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, it's like huge in the manga. It's going to be like 10 episodes. It's going to be like half the season.
Yeah.
It was like, what, 3 episodes or something?
Oh, like the actual My Villain Academia? Yeah.
So I think people were upset about that.
I'm upset about that. I thought it was going to be, and I actually did think it was the full season. Like, I thought we just took over all of season 5, and that I was just part of it, but...
No.
Yeah, no. It was not, which sucks. But anyway, so this is by BT. It has a BT at the back.
BT, okay.
BT,
where was this?
I don't remember which convention this was, but this has been in my office.
Bridget.
Bridget what?
Your bridge.
My bridge. Oh, ask her? Oh,
No.
yeah, she might know.
No, B for Bridget. This is her. She did it.
That's not Bridget. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I think it is.
This is Bridget. Bridget
Instagram
is an
call
artist.
her.
Instagram call Bridge. Okay, let's do it right now.
Does her last name start with a T?
No, not at all. But let's ring her up. I doubt she would answer. Oh my God, what if she does? What do we say? What do we do? Should I confuse her and be like, "Thank you so much for this painting. It's beautiful."
Do it.
Okay, here she is.
Tears. Is this Instagram or are you just calling?
I'm just calling her because I am. I don't think she has her phone turned on.
It's on. It's ringing. Here, wait, I'm gonna be you.
Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, she's gonna get so scared.
Hey, this is Bridget. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Hey, Bridge, Leah here. I've got this painting. Just wanted to, see if you remember where it was from, which con. Anyway, Bridgie, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye.
It's not how I talk. Is that my voice?
That's what you sound like to my brain.
That's what I sound like. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
All right, maybe she'll call back.
Maybe she will. She'll be like, "Are you okay? You sound like you still have a cold."
That'd be awesome.
Is this Maud voice?
Is this Maud? That'd be great. But yeah, very cute. Yeah, she's got her red scarf, her little pumpkin spice coat. And she's looking like, she's got some blush. Who's she blushing at? Deku. She sees Deku and blushes.
Well, I think she's just cold, honestly. Like, it's cold out there. And in this whole outfit, I think she has like little Uggs and stuff too. Like, she looks so cute.
Oh.
So actually, speaking of Bridge, like I told her, like I want this cosplay, so that when you guys come to cons and you see her, hopefully, like it would be like a Sunday.
Is that your relationship? Is that your relationship? You're like, Bridge, fall toga, next
toga.
con, do it, click. And
Exactly. She's like, all right, I guess I'm on it. But I mean, I have to fund it, so it's like she'd be like, okay, that's cool.
She's like, whatever.
Send me the funds and I'll do it.
I like it. Okay, to the ep. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. This might not be a super long one, just because they just fight.
Yeah, they just fight. It's like, okay, here we go. But I thought it was interesting, like how that they just went back and just showed this huge buildup of Bakugo's like hatred for Deku from like day one. But I don't know that they ever really reveal why, other than he's just a wiener. Like, that's not a good reason to hate somebody.
Well, no. So like this whole episode, it seems Bakugo, he hates Deku because he thinks that Deku has been lying to him this whole time that he doesn't have quirk. So here's my problem with Bakugo. So in a normal situation, so we're kids, we're growing up, and I'm like, I'm finding Waldo easy, no problem, and you're like, oh man, that's really cool. You can find Waldo so easy. I'm like, I know. And then when we're teenagers, it turns out, oh, you can actually find Waldo super easily. So I'd be like, wow, like, let's talk, like, so this whole time, like, is this a recent discovery? Like, that's so cool. Like, now we can find Waldo fast together. But Bakugo is like, you've been lying to me?
Yeah.
Like, oh, so you think that you're so much better than me that you don't even need to reveal your quirk to me.
Yeah, but he...
What does that mean for what kind of person is like, why would he make that jump? That's so psychotic.
It's pretty... I mean, I can understand him being a little miffed, but it goes before that. Like, he doesn't like him as a kid either.
He did. I think he did.
He did?
Kinda. I mean, they hung out.
They hung out, but he was always just mean. And, like, bullying him for being a wiener. Like, he had those other 3 dudes hanging out, and they were, like, next to him. But then there's, like, little Deku, like,
Well,
okay.
We don't get to see too much about their relationship pre-quirk. I think once Bakugo gets his quirk, and everyone's like, your quirk's amazing. And he's like, yeah, it is.
He's like, yeah, it is.
I'm amazing.
Pretty dope,
Then I
man.
think he just gets really egotistical. And when remember, Deku is sitting there, and he's like, oh, and he doesn't have a quirk. And everyone's like, oh, man, you're quirkless. And he's like, yeah, that's right. You are weak.
Yeah, and
So,
then he,
I
like,
don't
turns... So, yeah, he feels like he's being manipulated, I guess, by Deku.
That's so, like, I don't know. Like, yes, but that, I don't know. That's crazy.
That's
insane. Like, this episode, more than anything, really solidified my opinion. Like, he's got to have some redemption coming fast.
Yeah,
like,
or
otherwise,
something. Because it's like deep-seated insecurity. Like,
yeah.
that's the only reason you would get that mad. You know what I mean? It's like, you fooled me. It's like, well, no, you weren't fooled.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I didn't know either.
Well, we'll see. Maybe it's coming, because remember, at the very end, well, I guess something happens at the end, and we'll talk about it when we get there. But, yeah, just really, really crazy. Anyway, so we got Deku and Ochako are the hero team going after the bomb or whatever, or capturing them, and Bakugo and Iida are the villain team. And we get to see Iida. Iida has some good moments here.
Dude,
like we haven't been big on Iida until now.
Yeah, the true Iida comes out, and it's like, I don't know. I kind of dig him. I kind of think he's funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, he reminds me of Dwight Schrute.
Yeah.
So,
and just like in The Office, like that first season, you're like, not big on Dwight. But then it's like the comedic side of it.
Yeah.
You get to see more of Dwight. So I wonder if we're going to have that same thing with Iida, because he was pretty funny.
He was pretty funny. He was endearingly funny. It's like, you're annoying and nerdy, and I'm about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he has the voice. It was great.
Iida is A-okay in my book now. We were last episode of the episode before, we were like, we would not hang out with
Yeah, because he
Iida.
was like a hall monitor.
Yeah.
But this is like, he's still the hall monitor, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, you get it. You're like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
bring him on.
He's chill.
Yeah.
He's chill. When then Ochako is just kind of hanging out, but then Deku's like, hey, I'll handle him. You go off. And of course that pisses off Bakugo, because instead of being like, oh, like they're dividing and conquering, or like, what's their strategy? He instead's like, oh, you think you can take me yourself? It's just like, dude, oh my God.
Yeah. It's like, calm down.
Yeah.
Take it off yourself. Stop making it about you, Bakugo. It's not all about you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what my therapist would say. It's just like,
It's all about you.
what can you control in this situation, Bakugo? Can you control what Deku shares and doesn't share? No. Can you control what you do and your reaction? Yes. Let's focus on that.
Man, so I've been using that phrase more and more, even with my kids. You can only control what you do.
Exactly.
And I think that I remember I was in you know what Discord is? We talked about Discord.
Yeah, it's so hard. Yes. It's so difficult.
It is at first. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but I was in a voice chat. There's, a handful of people, and someone was doing something like kind of annoying, right? Whatever. So you can only control what you do, right? So what did I do?
What did you do?
I muted that person for me.
Yeah.
Right? So that's
Yeah.
kind of what I would expect other people to do, or you can turn them down just for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, another person was like, hey, will you please stop doing this? Like, they were playing sounds. Can you stop doing this? I've already asked, can you stop doing this? And it's like, they had every right to ask that, but you really should only ask once.
Yeah.
You know, if someone's doing something you don't like, hey, can you stop? And if they're like, and they keep doing it,
Then you just mute them.
leave the situation, right?
Exactly.
So you mute them and you don't deal with them. And I don't know. I don't know if it's a Gen Z thing or a young person thing or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. You can only control what you do. And so
That's true.
Bakugo, even if he has been lying to you, even if he is, Ochako's leaving and he thinks that you're not strong enough to deal with on your own, just deal with it, man.
Just chill.
You know?
Just grow up. It's fine. You can be angry. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you don't have to like make somebody else responsible for your anger and like taking it away.
Yeah. So my note here says Bakugo sucks.
Bakugo kind of sucks. He really does.
Yeah.
But his character look is so cool.
Yeah, he's a cool looking character.
It's a cool character.
Especially
like,
there's at one point he's walking.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, he like looks like super ripped, and then like his like mask and his like what are those ears or something?
Yeah.
But he's just like Deku, and it's like this is a cool dude.
So I have a feeling that this is probably the animator's favorite character because there's so much time spent on it. I used to do the same thing with writing. If I had a favorite character, that character got all of the best lines, all of the love. It's like, okay, this person is in here. This person gets everything. Like this gets, I love this character, and everyone's gonna love this character because of that. So I feel like that's what I see when I watch it. It's like the animator loves this dude, like loves them because they spent so much time on making him look awesome.
It's funny you say that about writing. So you're way more a prolific writer than me, but I wrote the about half of Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest. And whenever I got to Brandish, that's Amberly Connor's character. I don't think Mavis interacts with her at all. But she's like, hey guys, how's it going? She's got like green hair, and she has this long jacket, and it looks like there's weed leaves all over it. So
nice.
She first is introduced in the final season of Fairy Tail. And I directed Amber in that, and we put in as many weed puns as we could.
Really?
So then writing those episodes, whenever Brandis would show up, it'd be like, hyper focus, like how can I make this? Let me jump it up. I texted Amber and I was like, it was because at one point, Brandish like gets out of character and it's like, oh, this is so cute. Da, da, da. And that's all the translation was like, this is so cute. And I was like, Amber, what would you call, if you saw a cute puppy, what would you say to that puppy? And she said, I'd be like, look, this little cute, like, potato chip, or she called it a potato chip.
A potato chip?
Something like that. And so I put that in the script. I was like, all right, Brandish is going to call this thing a potato chip.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, 100% like, it's like, I love Brandish. This character's awesome. I'm going to give it all the good lines. And then you get to like, Urza. Urza's a great character, but it's just like, serious. Anyway, back to Brandish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's funny.
Yeah, fun little Easter egg. If you ever like a certain character more than others, it's probably because the writer liked them too more than others.
This is true. This is absolutely, that's why people love Denki, because Jeremy Kratz loves Denki.
Really?
I don't know. But he has the best lines.
Does he? He probably does. Toga got really good lines towards the end. I think he really started liking her a lot too. Like I felt that. I was like, okay, he likes me.
Well, I think that's why people in general, it's not just My Hero, people love villains because I think we talked about this a couple episodes back, but villains are just so much more interesting. Like even if they're really bad, like it's as a viewer or as an actress, but especially as an actor, it's like, yeah, this villain's really bad, but they don't think they're bad unless you're like the Joker and then you know it. But for most villains, even if they're doing heinous things, in their mind,
they're doing the right thing.
They're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So it's like I have to figure out what this person's motto is, their mantra, their code.
Yeah, like their motivation. Like, why are they doing it? Why are they doing it?
Yeah.
Do they feel justified in it? Were they hurt by this person and like they're getting them back? Like, what is it?
So maybe that's why people like Bakugo, because he's basically a villain at this point. So it's like, why is he like this? And we're like figuring out why, and it seems the why is not good enough for me currently. But maybe that's why I'm not big on him right now. Is because in my head he's a hero. He's a hero, but he's very villainous. So maybe I need to change my perspective. Maybe I need to assume he's a bad guy, and then I'll start liking him.
That's true. You could just like accept him as a bad guy and be like, yeah, he does a bad guy pretty good. But you're right. It's like you're in the wrong classroom. Like, what are you doing? You don't go here.
You don't go here.
Yeah, so that's why we're all just kind of thrown. Like, you're supposed to be a hero and you're being a dirk.
Being a dirk.
Being a dirk. A dirk. I was about to say, the D word, and then I went jerk, and then it came out dirk.
He's being a cock.
Exactly. That's exactly a rooster, if you will.
A rooster.
A great big rooster.
But man, every time I hear Bakugo get all amped up, I just think of Cliff. It's like, God, dude, like that's got to be so painful.
Yeah, I was thinking of Cliff too. Like when I was hearing him, like just talking, I can see poor little baby Cliff, like just trying, like in the booth, like face, like
Yeah.
trying to make that sound, and like I don't know, maybe hating it. I would hate it.
I know at cons, Cliff, I think he says he does 2 voice requests. So if you want to like get a video of Cliff as Bakugo saying something, you got to get there early.
Yeah, you gotta be the first 2.
But I remember when we recorded One's Justice 2, video games, for the show, it's an episode a week, right? So it's like, even in like, if it's like, oh, like this, for these couple eps, it wasn't like, if it was like 5 hours total for the 2, well, it was broken up to like 2 and then 3. But for the games, it's
Dude.
like what? So One's Justice 2 is like seasons like 3 through 5 or something. So it's like 3 seasons worth of stuff crammed into like maybe a couple sessions. So it's just Cliff at max volume going.
Yeah.
And you can hear, if you play back the One's Justice 2 story, you can hear Cliff's voice
Oh no, like slowly.
degrade. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
And
I felt
it's-
like mine did that too. For one of the.
I think all of us did.
Yeah. Do you have to yell and scream as a Denki?
No.
Oh, okay.
Every once in a while.
No.
But yeah, no, for the most part, he's real chill. So I don't think I did, but yeah, that sounds like, guys, give Cliff some extra love the next time you see him.
No, really, actually go hug him. He
Yeah.
loves it. Just go around his table,
Yeah,
hug
yeah,
him.
hug him.
give him a
Like, I'm so
kiss.
sorry. I hope your voice is okay.
Exactly.
Okay, let's do some Patreon questions.
Okay.
Some little questy quest. All right, so segment time. Patreon Q's and A's.
Lexi Richer wants to know, what is your favorite outtake from season 1 of MHA?
All right, well, so she provided a link. We watched the outtakes. I think, I don't know, like, most bloopers in anime are people messing up. And those are always funny, especially how they mess up. But I like kind of the more ad-libbed, funny responses. So this is really, it was a dumb one, but it was great. I don't know if it was actually Tyler doing it, but when Best Genus is like, he's thinking about Bakugo, and then Gang Orca walks up, and instead of saying his line, he just goes, it just makes like whale sounds.
I thought that was cute, too.
That cracked me up.
I also enjoy the improvised line versus just the mess ups. So I have to say, one that made me laugh the most was the Aizawa stomping.
Yeah, Aizawa
Stomp on his head. Stomp on his head. That was funny.
Stompy, stomp, stompy, stomp.
And then, of course, Sabbats are
Yeah.
always funny. That's just him. Like, he does that constantly. Like,
Yeah. Man,
makes up stuff.
okay, never mind.
What?
No, I was going to describe my favorite outtake, but that's like from One Piece, actually, but...
Why not?
Well, it's like, telling someone about your favorite TikTok, and you describe it, and they're just like...
Like,
Cool.
had to be there.
Yeah. Just go find the One Piece.
Go find the One Piece one.
All right, we got Jackie R30. Leah, since Toga isn't really in the show yet, isn't a big character yet for season 1, who would you want to be instead, and why? For season 1, any character we've seen so far, who would you want to be?
Man, okay, so I used to say Froppy because I enjoy the character and I would love to just like play a character that's a frog. How fun is that? But in watching this, dude, I feel like I'd want to play Ochako, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I think she's not as lame as I thought she was going to be.
Yeah.
Because I always assume, the heroine, like the ingenue, was just going to be the lame one. We're like, but she's not.
Yeah.
She's actually pretty well fleshed out as a human. Like, she is a good person. She has very naturalistic dialogue, but still has a fun plot and storyline. So yeah, it actually seems fun to me, which is very rare for me to see that, you know, as far as like an ingenue, like a lead character. Usually I enjoy like the side quirky ones. But yeah, so Ochocks.
Little Ochocks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm asking this next one as well from Flute.
Flute JRP.
Flute Jerp. Which one of your other roles would be a good opponent for All Might? So I guess not Toga. Do you have another role that could take on All Might?
That could take on All Might. Yes, I do. I think it's going to be Minatsuki from Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because she wild. Like, she's angry. I mean, this is a little girl that, like, was abused all her life and, like, grew up with anger issues. And then now she has, like, this hate problem and has a, I don't know, she has her hair, I don't know, it turns into, like, whips. And she just gets really enraged and fury. And, like, she could kick his butt, I think. Like, she would not be scared. I think she would catch him off guard. Like, he'd be like, oh, what? What's going on, my lady? I don't know. Whatever he does, but it would be, yeah, I think Minatsuki was probably the only character I play that'd be strong enough to really take on the All Might. What about you?
I have two.
Oh.
So, one is kind of really obvious. That's Marco the Phoenix from One Piece. He has Phoenix powers. He can fly. He has fire. He can heal himself. So, like, All Might would punch him, and it would just be like, all right, I'm back. Like, Marco
so
would destroy All Might. The other one, it's kind of like the Indiana Jones answer, where Sasuke Sugiya from Assassination Classroom, he's a trained assassin.
Oh.
So, like, All Might would be like, brr, punch, and he just
Bing.
would just shoot him in the face. And that'd be it.
Oh, well, I just, okay.
Yeah, so, actually, are there, like...
There aren't guns in My Hero.
Are there not guns?
I don't think so.
Well, there's Snipe. He's like a gun hero. That's his quirk, his gun, I guess.
Oh, gosh. Well, then he wins. What?
I mean, but like, yeah, so... Yeah, could you just shoot All Might?
You could probably shoot All Might.
So, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Sasuke Sugiya is my answer.
All right. Well, I have a question from Cock. First of all,
Leah's favorite person.
why do you do that? I'm just going to start calling you Rooster from now on.
There you go.
From the Rooster. This school has training grounds with buildings and freaking nukes on standby. Where is this school getting all its money from? Are they, like, laundering money, or is Azawa's OF OnlyFans paying for it all? That is a very good question. What do you think, Kyle?
We had a theory a few eps back about, like, the alumni class. Like, maybe, you know, former students of UA that are now mega rich heroes. Like, I guess the idea is, like, they regularly give back to the school.
Yeah, they're, like, pouring in for funding and stuff.
But yeah, I don't know. In this world where most people have quirks, like, I guess there's, like, you know, an economy built around that, right? So it might make financial sense for, like, the city to help fund the school. So I bet it's a combination of alumni and city funds. You know, just you know, it's the richest or the biggest, most prestigious school. So
Yeah,
maybe they have a really popular football team.
maybe.
And so they get a lot of
football team.
Yeah, you know, that's like all the biggest like schools in Texas get all their money because their football team is so prominent.
They wouldn't have football, though. They'd be like, it'd be some kind of sport.
Baseball. Baseball's really big in Japan.
Is it? And they pour all their funding into
Yeah, there you go.
the hero camp with the nukes.
The nukes.
I like the theory that, I don't know, Azawa's OF is paying for it. I mean, they're all calling him daddy. They might as well pay $14.99 a month for it.
What would Aizawa's OnlyFans be? What would he do in his
Oh,
OnlyFans?
God, I don't even know. He probably... Well, first of all, he's only wearing the scarf, right?
Manipulating the scarf.
He's like, he's got the scarf, and he puts it in
Covering up his
strategically
bits.
placed.
Yeah.
And he's like, get the rest of the set on my OnlyFans.
So we discovered on stream, or no, it was on Chris's stream. There's like some figures out there. Like there's a company that does really good figures, and they look really cool. And so like if you want this Aizawa figure, it's like him, and he's like chill, and he looks bad.
Yeah.
You can get that version, or a version where he's naked.
An SF dub.
Like, and you see, and it's like full on.
Like, no way.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Do you want to see it?
Yeah. Kind of. I mean, yeah, you like actually have it? I mean, who else is on there? Are they all on there? No way. Is Froppy on there? Does she have frog anatomy?
I don't know who all's on there. Hang on.
Like, can you imagine?
I think Cock sent me one.
Of course. Why wouldn't the rooster send you one?
The rooster.
The rooster.
I know there's a Dobby and a Shigaraki.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah, so here's this is why Aizawa has an OnlyFans. So look, here's the statue, right?
Okay, it looks
super cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Super cool.
That's pretty dope.
There's from behind.
What? Oh my gosh. How much are these? They look expensive.
They're like $300.
Damn. His bits are out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And they've decided this dude in a sleeping bag is ripped, apparently.
So they censored it, but you can kind of...
Oh my gosh.
You can kind of get a little bit of an idea.
Ah! Why?
So because he's daddy.
Oh my gosh. That's so weird.
You want to see if there's a Toga one?
Oh, okay.
Hopefully not, because she's
not.
a child,
baby.
right?
Yeah, she is a baby. She shouldn't be doing things like that.
Guys, come on.
What? What is she doing?
Come on. Hang on. Oh, no.
There is one?
Yes.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
You guys. No way. That's
I'm not
so
even gonna
wrong.
show you.
No, show me.
You want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Well, even just
I need to
the
know.
SFW statue.
No.
That's the safe for work one.
Stop. Why are they all like that?
Do you want to see it?
Yes. Why? Okay, y'all, if you bring me that, I will not sign it, just so you know. Do not.
Okay.
Do not.
This
I will
this is
not.
like, this is, yeah,
That is just
guys,
boo-boo.
come on. I haven't looked this up. This is insane. Do you want to, there's another version. Do you want, I don't even know if I want to show you this.
Show me. I mean, I want to know.
Oh my God.
What is she doing? Stop. You guys.
I don't know if I can, like, we've been joking about.
Like, you can't even put a link on. Are you going to put a link on the Patreon
no,
for people to
absolutely
look at
not.
it?
Like, it's been funny or whatever, you know, like, oh, naked Aizawa. That's a little upsetting, guys. Come on.
Yeah, that
Do
that
better,
was
company.
gross. Like, that was just straight up wrong. Like, that second one was wrong. Oh my gosh, that makes me wonder, like, who else? Like, do they have, like, Mineta and, like, all those other... Is Danky on there? You must have looked up Danky.
No. They better not. He's like 15.
Dude, look at Toga. She's...
I always thought that she was at least an adult. She's not
No,
an
she's
adult?
17. She's almost an adult, but, like, I guess it depends on what state. There are certain states where 17 is fine, and I don't think she lives in those.
If Denki's on here, I'm going to be upset.
Of course he's on there.
There's Dobby, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
See, it's like that. Like Dobby's a man, and it's all like that's silly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but
I'm gonna be
what?
upset if Denki's on here. Like that. I'll officially not think that this site is funny. Okay, he's not on here. Well, now I'm a little upset that there's not even a freaking normal statue of him.
I mean, is this site like all about like?
I'm not.
Like
I'm not even.
sexifying?
I don't know. I've never. Like I said, someone was just like, "There's a naked Aizawa." Okay,
Oh my
there's no
gosh.
Denki. So then probably means there's not a lot of the other ones. Probably just the sexualized ones. Is
Yeah.
Toga like sexualized like by
By
the community, I guess?
yeah, because she's the only girl in the villains, so they get all like.
Oh, Aizawa. I wonder, is there an All Might? I don't think he's very
I
sexualized.
am here.
Yeah, there's no All Might. Okay, so yeah. Daddy, Dobby, Shigaraki, I know people really
Ochako
didn't.
is sexualized.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
I'll be upset if Ochako's not.
She is. She and Froppy are usually sexualized. I've seen that because of the
There's a
tongue.
Marco. Oh, no! Why did he come up when I...
Who's Marco?
From
Your
One Piece.
One Piece guy. Your One Piece is foul?
No. He's not foul. He just has a cool figure. This is a cool figure.
But then he's naked.
No, he's not naked.
Okay. Oh, wow. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
$300. No Ochako.
No Ochako?
You said Froppy?
Yeah. For some reason, I've seen...
No Froppy.
Okay. Just Toga.
And it was foul, y'all.
It was so bad. It is so bad. And that is another thing. Like, I've had people come up and bring me foul Toga prints to sign. And, like, I can't. Y'all, it's just too gross. Like, I just don't want to ever get confused by, like, I don't want someone to be like, oh, she approves. Like, no, I don't want to sign that.
So Shigaraki.
That's so gross. His is, the thing that, like, is confusing is the body structure. Like, they all have, like, this rip, like, when are they lifting? You know what I mean? Like, what time of day do you guys have to go and hit the gym together?
Gym class.
All
All right,
you.
everyone. The most intense workouts. Okay, back to the app. We
Good
finished
God.
that segment. Oh, did we even finish the questions?
Did we? Oh, wait.
No, we didn't.
No, we have...
Aizawa's OnlyFans. That's what started
That's
all
what
that.
it was. We were looking at... I was always
my
OnlyFans. Damn.
Anyway.
$15.99 a month. Okay, hey, Dustin Hughes wants to
Dustin?
know... A question for Kyle. Do you think the fight would have gone differently if Bakugo had been paired with Denki? Ooh. Instead of Iida.
So instead of Iida.
Frickin' Iida with a monologue. That's one. I love that.
I don't know, because so later in, Denki he starts hanging out with Bakugo. You have the Baku squad. And it seems like Denki is able to, like, everyone else is, like, afraid to, like, tell Bakugo to stop or to shut up or whatever. Denki is one of, like, him and Kirishima are the only ones who can be like, hey, Bakugo, knock it off, man. So, but that's eventually. So I think Denki now in season 1 would probably do the same thing as Iida, as in, like, Bakugo's like, you stay here, I'm going to go fight him. And, like, I don't think Denki would be like, no, bro, we need to strategize. And I think he would just be like, oh okay. And then, I don't know, but he can do... It just kind of depends, because he could just hang around the bomb, and if Ochako's like, I'm going to float above him, Denki could do his discharge field, shock her.
Yeah.
So then if she's down for the count, he would also be dumb Denki down for the count. And then it would just be down to Bakugo and Deku. So it would have been a little different, but then if it was like season 4 Denki, I think he would have been like, no, hey, bro, let's strategize. I want to win. Let's strategize.
Yeah.
So I think it would have been a little different. But this early on, I don't think it would have been too different. Well, there you go. The longest Patreon or question segment thanks to Aizawa.
Aizawa, and you guys fetishizing him. It's all your fault. You and the rooster.
You and the rooster. So back to the episode. Iida's... we love the line. So Iida's sitting there like, well, I guess I need to, really embrace Villainy. And then Ochako's like, I see Iida, da-da-da. And Deku's like, is everything okay? Do you need me there? And she says, what does she say?
She's like, oh, yeah, he's monologuing right now.
He's monologuing.
It's like, what are you doing? You're such a dork. Like, he's like, I worked out a voice and a character.
Yeah.
And,
I just love how meta that is, because that's such a, villains, they monologue before
They
whatever.
do.
And so he's monologuing. It's great.
Because he's doing the villain thing. He's taking it so seriously.
Yeah. Again, like, Iida went up some points for us.
Yeah, I liked Iida. I can't wait to see him again. I hope he continues on this path.
On this path of
Dwightdom.
goofiness. Of Dwightdom.
Yes.
And so, we talked about, Bakugo is just the coolest looking character. And then, so we see his gauntlets.
Yeah.
So, like, I've seen, as I assume you have, lots of cosplayers with the gauntlets.
Yeah.
I always just assumed it was just, like,
Grenades.
cosmetic.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Well, I didn't know it was like, yeah, I thought it was cosmetic. I thought it was
Yeah.
part of like their outfit. I didn't know
Yeah.
it was like actual.
It's a whole thing. So it
Like he sweats in them.
collects his sweat, and then you
Yeah.
can focus it. Like that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, and it's also weird. Like, who thinks of that? It's really
Yeah.
creative. I like it.
Very creative. Very creative. Very cool. But Bakugo, so it's like we see it for the first time, and he uses it to almost murder Deku.
Yeah, as in, like, he blows up the entire room. It comes out of the building. Like, you see this giant hole. And you're like, well, that dude's dead. Everyone in that building is dead.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I just rolled over to the other side.
Yeah, he's fine.
Like, what? No,
Which-
he dodged it. He dodged it. How do you dodge
Yeah.
it?
This has always been my problem in like media where it's, like the classic action movie thing where they're like running away from something and it explodes and they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like that would liquefy your organs.
Yeah.
Like the concussion of the explosion would liquefy your organs. So the idea that all this heat and energy and force, and he's like, whoa, it was close enough that it blew off the other part of his mask.
Just the top, though. The rest of the
yeah, just the
outfit
mask.
is fine.
Inko did not spend a lot of time on the mask.
No. She figured, you know what? It's goofy anyway. They're
Yeah,
gonna
just blow it off.
just take it off.
But yeah, he would be charred. His skin would be like crust from the heat.
Yeah.
But he's like fine. And then later, so Bakugo and Deku start fighting, and like Bakugo does that move where he like Deku tries to like trick him again, but then Baku like grabs him and like does that cool like explosion thing to go around him, and he blasts him in the back and just lights up
it's
his
like
back.
lights him on fire.
He's
And
fine.
the suit is still there. The outfit's fine. He's fine. He's just like, you burned me.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that tickled.
Stop it. Ew.
So I was like, come on. And it's inconsistent because then later we see him and like he's like blocked the attack and his arm is like charred black and his costume is like
it's
destroyed.
a little bit torn. Yeah.
So it's like, well, so how come
You just lived through an explosion and a third-degree burn.
I
Like
just ask
how?
for consistency.
Right.
That's all I want.
I just want something that makes sense. Like, make it all make sense, you know?
I have a question though about Bakugo here. So he stores his sweat, aims his gauntlet, pulls the pin, right, and it fires. Then does he, I guess, put the pin back in?
Oh.
Does he just hold on to it?
He probably puts the pin back in.
He
I
just
would guess
puts
he
it
puts
back
it back in. That's gonna be like reflective. But what
He's gonna lose that someday. Is that a plot point later? Like he like pulls it and like drops it.
Where's it?
Falls in between the cushions and he's like, no.
Yeah. That would be funny. I also don't like what happens. Do we understand what happens to Bakugo once he uses his quirk? Like,
What do you mean?
well, because like when they use it, like Ochako throws up.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. No, they haven't talked about it. It seems like he can just use it indefinitely. So most quirks have a downside.
Yeah.
And Bakugo's downside is just that he's
He just gets more and more unlikable.
Yeah.
Like whenever you use it, another person hates you. That's probably it.
That'd be pretty funny.
That would be funny. Is that it, or do we find out later like what happens?
I assume I guess the downside is he has to actually sweat.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Bakugo, like in
He's
cold
hydrated?
weather, he's useless.
Because he can't sweat.
He can't he can, but like.
You can.
But he's like, all right, everyone, give me all the layers. Like, let me layer up, and I'm gonna go jog.
Well, if he just goes runs and he has his like
Yeah.
thing over his arm, he'll still sweat.
But then he fires it off, and then it's done.
Yeah,
He's got to
that's it.
sweat again.
Oh, so maybe that's it. Like it just kind of.
So he needs to like live in Miami, where he's just sweating, or Houston.
Yeah.
He's just sweating constantly.
Exactly. Like he can't.
Gross. What a horrible existence.
He couldn't live in Alaska. I know, right? I have to be where the swamps are.
I've got to be where the swamps are. But yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah, I guess the downside is he has to sweat.
He has to sweat, and another person hates him. I don't know. He doesn't get. That's not even a thing.
Yeah.
That couldn't even be a thing. That's not even a downside. He hates everyone.
Wait, so he can't wear deodorant?
He can't wear. He stinks.
That's his downside. He stinks.
Oh my gosh, Bakugo stinks, you guys.
He's a smelly boy.
Cliff. When y'all see Cliff, bring him some deodorant and be
there
like,
you
"This
go.
is so you can use your quirk again."
So you can use your quirk, or no, so you can't use your quirk.
Can't. Okay.
That's crazy. Okay, there was a minor moment that this is, I wouldn't even say it's a pet peeve, but I don't know if I would have rewritten it because it is a little silly, but so Deku, so they're fighting, but then Deku's like, this is a little earlier in the app, but then Deku just takes off. Remember, he's like goes around the corner and he's trying to like talk to Ochako and he's like hiding from Bakugo and Bakugo's just like ah.
Yeah.
Well, so when he first like takes off, I think it's Mina says, "Oh, he's running away." Mm-hmm. But he's not running away. He's crawling away.
Yeah, he is. He's like,
so like
he looks like a little gremlin.
He does. So I don't know if I would have had her say he's crawling away, but like, and I know running away, it doesn't literally mean running.
Right, like you're
I think I would have had
avoiding.
change it to like he's retreating or something like that. But
he's running away.
I don't know. For me, there's a little bit of like dichotomy between like, look, he's running and then he's not running, right?
Yeah.
Very minor thing for me, but I think I would have rewritten that slightly, maybe. He's retreating. He's running away from the fight.
He's running away from it, yeah, or something like that, from the fight.
But just he's running away. It's like, well, he's not.
Avoiding it.
He's avoiding it, yeah. Or just, what's he doing? Where's he going?
There you go. Where's he going? That would have been better.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
Just that a minor, and you see that a lot, minor thing.
Like a minor tweak.
So related, something I do is, it happens a lot where it's like the script, it'll say like mouth not shown, gasp, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't see your character, they make a noise, and then it'll cut to your character. Mm-hmm. Well, so if it's like M&S gasp, your instinct is to go, an open mouth gasp, right?
Yeah.
But then if it cuts to your character and they're...
Then you can't.
I personally think it's weird to hear your character do an open mouth sound.
And then cut to...
And it cuts to it
Me
and
too.
their mouth is closed. You do that too?
Yeah.
Nice.
1000%.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
I'm not the only one, because...
Yeah, you can't do that, because then it's like...
jarring.
Exactly. Especially if it's like, enough to hear it. Like somebody can actually hear it's not like, covered in other people's reactions and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely like, you're like, oh, well, that person's gasping. And then you cut to you and you're like, Yeah, it's definitely better if you're like open-mouthed. Yeah. After I'm open mouth.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, speaking of voice acting, I've got some VA shout-outs here.
Oh.
So you said a lot of people debuted. Not true.
Oh, yeah.
We've heard a lot of them already.
Okay.
But we hear Sugar Rush, a.k.a. Sato, which is Chris George.
Oh, yeah.
We hear him for the first time. I think this might be the first time I've heard him in the show. I don't remember him sounding like like
I'm a dude.
I'm a dude. So I'm like, okay, that's fun. We were talking about the little boys.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. Yeah.
Okay, so we thought Kristen was young Bakugo. Turns out that's Kate Oxley. Mm-hmm. But I think one of these boys is Kristen.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Which one?
Sure. I don't know.
One of them is.
I can only figure out two of them. I don't think the big guy that you liked with the wings.
Oh, that's one. I wanted to play him.
Yeah. What if that was you and you just don't remember?
It's not me. Oh. I wish it was. You would have known. It sounds like they all sound like this.
Yeah, no, I don't know who that guy was, but one of them was definitely Colleen.
Really?
Oh yeah, Colleen is she was easy to pick out for me because only I've heard
Luffy.
her so long. Yeah, she's Luffy. Yeah, she was easy to pick out. I think she's the one who ends up becoming the long-fingered boy.
Oh, ew.
But then we get some superstars. Not that they're not superstars, but remember the scene where they're like, Bakugo, your quirk, like it's such a great quirk, and all the kids are like, yeah, you're so cool. There's two teachers there. Mm-hmm. You know who those two teachers were?
I know what you're talking about. No, I don't. Brianna Roberts. I don't know.
You always say Brianna Roberts.
Yeah, because she always plays like, every time I'm like, oh, I like that character, and it's like a mom voice, they're like, oh, it's Brianna Roberts. So now I'm just assuming everything is.
Yeah, Brianna's great. No, one was Mallory Rodak.
Okay.
Mallory Rodak, who, I don't know if she's in My Hero, actually. Like, in a bigger role.
Like in a character?
I don't think she...
she's Free Ren.
She's Free Ren. That's right. Who needs My Hero when you're Free Ren?
When you're Free Ren. So you're busy being a grumpy elf.
That's right. Are you in that? Do you know about that shit?
No.
How do you know? I don't know.
Because I watched it and I reviewed it on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah. And then YouTube, like, stopped uploading my videos. And I thought, I'm guessing it's because of copyright? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole effing thing.
Yeah, it's so annoying. So
I had a YouTube channel once upon a time. It was, like, getting big because... when I was working on Ace Attorney, directing that, they were like, do whatever you want with the show. And I was like,
Oh, serious?
yeah. So we got a
Damn.
ton of outtakes, and I was like, hey, what can I do with these outtakes? Can I put them up on my YouTube channel? And they were like, let's talk to the licensor. And they were like, yeah. So I was putting the outtakes on YouTube, and
Yeah.
it was great. But then YouTube was like, no. And I was
Yeah.
like, and I'm like, let me talk to someone. This is a special circumstance. So then I just started doing stuff to get around the algorithm because they weren't responding to me. And then they permanently shut down my channel.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, can I talk to someone, please?
That's so rude.
Yeah. And they was just all like, no, AI, algorithm,
Yeah, like I couldn't, and I wasn't even showing like clips. I think it's because I was saying names or something. Like I have no idea, but it was like
You didn't show the video or the show at all?
no. I had like screen grabs, but that's it. Like little pictures.
I mean,
That's
maybe. It might have been what did it, yeah.
So
But yeah, Mally Rodak was one. The other one was Todd Habercorn.
no way.
Yeah, he's one of the teachers.
Corn is a teacher.
Someone else who's not in My Hero.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was like, why isn't Todd Habercorn in My Hero Academia?
Yeah,
There's-
is
I'm
shocking.
sure it's that is weird.
It is shocking.
Of all, because there's so many characters. Like,
Yeah.
Did he audition? Like, maybe he didn't have any interest. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I assume he auditioned.
Maybe it was location. Was it like a locals only sitch?
Oh, maybe.
Because he's an LA-er.
Yeah, he
Do
was
we
in LA
have
at
any
that time.
LA-ers?
Eventually, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, eventually, yeah. But not
Uh,
in any of the 1As or 1Bs.
Johnny Young Bosch is a villain in one of the movies.
Oh.
I don't even remember.
I mean, Jason's Austin, but I guess that's
yeah, that's close.
that's
enough.
close enough that he can drive
Lucy's
up there.
Houston.
Lucy's Houston. She's in it a little bit.
Yeah,
Tatum's LA, but
well, he wasn't when he was cast.
that's true.
Same thing with Bevins.
Bevins, yeah. Bevins was
He was
in town
local.
when he was cast? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So, yeah, that's weird. Maybe he just didn't audition. Maybe Korn just was like, My
Todd.
Hero.
If you're listening, tell us about it.
Tell us why you're not at My Hero Academia.
Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of it for like VA shoutout stuff. Everyone else we've already kind of heard. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
We did.
All right,
We did hear
let's
them.
do the news segment.
Oh, God. Okay.
The news segment may hopefully not reoccurring. If it's reoccurring, it'll be hopefully every 4 episodes or
Yeah,
so.
because damn.
Patreon patrons correct us. Okay, so Ep 1, the pinky toe thing.
What pinky toe thing?
Remember, it like determines who has a quirk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So Arknessa Dra says that we got it wrong because I guess we said if you have a normal toe, with multiple joints, then you have a quirk, but it's actually the other way around.
Oh.
If you have a weird toe, only one bone, that means you have a quirk.
Oh, okay.
So we got that wrong. From Ep 2, Alexi Richter
Good God.
said, so I said in Spanish, estudiado español para 2 años.
Uh-huh.
Apparently it's por, not para. So it's estudiado español por 2 años.
Oh, they are paying attention.
Yeah.
Like, attention.
Yes.
Y'all are Iida up in here.
Little Iidas. From Ep 3, AJQ. Okay, so we talked about, remember, All Might plucks a piece of his hair and gives it to Deku.
Yeah, and he eats it.
And I said, so wait, what's the deal? Like, could All Might, if he's spreading his DNA around, remember?
Yeah.
So AJQ confirms it does have to be given with intention to pass the quirk. So they said, so it can't be given ... accidentally.
Okay.
So All Might can get his freak on freely.
Got it. Okay.
There's no little All Mights running around.
There's.
All right, or all for one's run, or one for all is running around.
That's amazing.
And then the other one, so in Ep 4, remember Ochako has the rubble on her, and we're like, why didn't she just float it off?
Yes. Yeah,
So
why? That's.
Dustin says Ochako does attempt to lift it on her own, but her powers are zapped. So I don't know if we hear the sound effect of like, bling, like her trying to activate it, but we hear the ouch. So the assumption is that she tried and then it kind of fell on her. And
Because
that's
it wasn't developed yet? Or
no,
like...
because she was zapped out. She had already spent too much of her power. So that is that theory. The ouch is what draws Deku's attention to her.
Got it. That makes sense.
Because then later, after she's had some time to recharge, she is floating the rubble.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's that.
That makes sense. Thank you. I learned something.
Thank you, patrons, for keeping us honest.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, we'll finish the ep. So yeah, they're fighting. I guess it finishes the fight though. So Deku runs away, and that gives Ochako a chance to try and get the bomb, but she can't because Iida just is running the bomb around.
Yeah.
So Deku comes up with a plan. So Deku and Bakugo have a little back and forth to kind of clear the air. Where Deku's like, what does he say? He's like, because Bakugo thinks he's been lying to him this whole time, and
he's just
Deku's
mad.
he's like, no man, you're obviously stronger than me.
Like, we get it.
We get it.
Look at the grenades on your arm.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and he says something, like that, like you know, I can't beat you in a one-on-one fight, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
And they're
And he
running
starts
at each
running.
other, and all the students watching are like, All Might, stop this, and All Might's like,
he's like,
yeah, he's just eating popcorn. And then so it looks like they're gonna do the classic anime, like, they're gonna punch each other, but the last minute Deku Detroit smashes up, and we know
and then-
Detroit Smash creates wind, and it destroys the building above him where Ochako is. So Iida earlier, we didn't talk about this, but he hid anything in the room that Ochako could make float. Well, now, thanks to the Detroit Smash, there's a bunch
more
of stuff.
and he makes it rain.
He makes it rain.
And then she's like, you know, little
gravity.
triangle hands, and then lifts it, and then
Fun
throws
fact,
it.
so in One's Justice 2, so the pillar breaks off that she was holding on to. She takes it and like uses it. So in One's Justice 2, that's one of her moves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you activate her quirk and she spins a stone pillar around.
Is it actually a stone pillar, or
Uh-huh.
is it like anything that she grabs?
Just that
has to
move
be.
is the stone pillar.
Oh, okay.
Like it just kind of comes out of nowhere and she,
Yeah.
when you can hit
She
people
like
with it.
does that.
It's good. And so, yeah, so then she is able to, I guess she hits all the little fragments of stone at Iida to distract him, I guess is what happens.
I thought it was that she throws them at him. Yeah, so
She
to
uses
like
her, but why does she grab the pillar?
the pillar to like, because you have to touch the pillar. Are you talking? Wait, not the pillar, the bomb. Are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, so
Oh,
like,
that, yeah.
she has the pillar and I think she swings
Yes,
it.
she does.
Does
And
she
then
hit the rubble at him? Or what? I don't remember why.
I don't. Yeah, I think she's like swinging at him. But I think that, I mean, I know that the thing to make the rubble fall is to fall on him and like, you know,
Yeah,
bury him as
Bury
she
him.
was once buried.
Barry. I'm glad you said Barry. I know a few people who say Bury, not Barry.
Who's right though? Am I
It's
wrong?
definitely Barry. No,
I thought it was. I've always said bury.
Yeah.
Like who says bury?
like Southerners.
Bury. We're
Bury.
gonna bury it in the
Go
backyard.
bury this body.
Well, all right. Just take it to the backyard and bury it.
If you're watching, do you say one? Put a 1 if you say Barry. Put a 2 if you say Bury.
Bury.
Bury. But yeah, and then so I think at the same time Iida said it, I said it while we were watching. But Ochako floats herself to
Yeah.
the bomb, and I thought she couldn't float herself. And Iida says, "Since when can she float herself?"
He said that? I didn't even hear him say that.
Yeah. Well, I think I said it over him.
Oh.
But yeah, no. Yeah, so I guess was she
I've
floating
always
her
known she-
costume? Is that what she floats?
Oh. I don't know. I've just always thought she floated. Like,
No, I don't think. I thought it was a
I didn't know that was a
stipulation that she
thing.
couldn't float herself. But I
maybe
wonder
she
if
floats her costume.
maybe she floats her costume.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Or maybe she was just hiding the fact that she could hide. or
Maybe
float
she
herself.
just figured it out.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we didn't know she could float herself. Maybe that comes up in the next episode. How did you do that? Well, I can float myself.
I can go float myself.
I can go float. Go float yourself. Lucy, that is your new way to sign autographs.
Oh, go float yourself.
Go float yourself.
That's amazing.
I'll text her right now.
Do it. But yeah, so she floats towards the bomb, grabs the bomb. The heroes win, and so Deku and Bakugo were going at each other. Deku punches up, but with his other arm, he blocks Bakugo's attack. And that's when we talked about it earlier.
Then
where,
he gets burned.
Yeah, his arm is all charred up, and he's like all crazy.
It's
He's like,
we don't
Bakugo.
believe you.
Yeah.
Stop.
And he says something, he's like, I can't. Oh, then he reveals to Bakugo, he says, so I'm excited to see what happens next episode, but he says, I can't control my quirk yet. So I wonder if Bakugo is going to be like, oh, he's always had this quirk.
He just couldn't
but
control
he couldn't
it.
control it. That's why he's never used it. So I wonder if maybe next episode we'll finally see Bakugo chill out a little bit.
Chill out. I don't know. I've always seen him yell and scream. I don't think he ever chills out.
never
But that would be really great.
Yeah,
That would be really great.
interesting.
Be like, Bakugo, listen.
Listen, buddy.
It's not about you. He just didn't know, all right? He didn't know. We didn't know. You didn't know. You're still
No one
pretty.
knew.
You still have the best costume. You still probably have the best quirk. Look, the grenades is a good thing.
Yeah,
All
that's
right?
cool.
Let's focus on the
Cool.
good.
Focus on the good. And then, and then the episode ends with All Might saying, like, the hero team wins. Yeah, that's it.
The hero team.
All right, we're going to wrap this episode up with Kyle vs. Leah quiz. Which side of Deku's mask is still intact at the beginning of the episode? So you got a 50-50.
Okay, well, if I'm facing this way,
Hmm.
then it is the right side.
His right.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I did know that. See?
Good job. See, that was easy.
That was easy. Thank you. All right, let me open up mine. Okay, where did Bakugo get his earpiece?
What?
His earpiece.
Where did he get it?
Yeah, where did he get it?
From All Might?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Speaking of earpiece is what colors are all the earpieces?
Blue.
And
Yellow. Yes. Green. Blue and green. What? They're blue. They're just like bright blue and green. What? No, they're blue.
and
White.
I'll give you half a point because they're blue and black.
Where's the black? I've only.
It's like circle blue, but the center and the
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's hard. Okay,
No,
fine.
no. You got blue, half a point.
Okay.
There
Okay.
you go.
What letter is on Baby Deku's shirt?
X.
No.
Is it not X? Mm-mm. Baby Deku. What letter?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's M randomly.
M?
Yeah.
Wait. Baby Deku?
Yes.
As in like when he's a little kid?
When he's a little kid.
Oh, okay. Wait, someone who has an X shirt.
It's not Deku.
Damn it. I was so confident. Okay. What chemical compound is in Bakugo's sweat causing his explosions?
A chemical compound?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was his freaking sweat.
There's something in it that makes it explode.
It is carbon dioxide. I don't know. What?
Nitroglycerin.
That's right. I remember that now. Well, this sucks. Like, this is one that I looked at. I was like, why did I even pick this question? But how does Bakugo's quirk work?
He sweats nitroglycerin.
Yeah.
I'll give you a bonus
I even just
one.
had he sweats.
I'll give you a bonus one.
Okay.
What pro hero does Deku reference when considering strategy with the capture tape?
Aizawa.
Yes.
Yes. So that means I got 2.5.
Because I gave you a bonus one.
Because you gave me a bonus one. Thank you. But you got 2.
Yeah.
So I win. Woo!
For today.
I
For
win
today.
one today. Yay,
today.
that's
Good
so
job.
good. I never win them.
That's going to do it for Ep 7. Hope you guys enjoyed. And then I guess we're looking at the questions, and I guess I figured, since Deku's the main character, now that his portion of this test is done, they would move on to something else. But I guess we're going to watch maybe next episode there's going to be more. We see the other ones do it. Some of the other characters. So that'd be cool to see how everyone else does this.
I'm excited.
I assume they won't spend 2 whole episodes on them, but
right.
There you go.
But here we go.
Here we go. But yeah, so that is it. Remember, as always, if you want to if you're listening to this and you want to watch it, check it out on YouTube, youtube.com/@KylePhillipsFun. And if you want to watch it early and uncensored, patreon.com/KPFProductions. Can the good people find you? Any conventions in mid to late February and beyond?
Yes. February 22nd and 23rd, I will be at Las Vegas Toy Show.
Heck yeah. You said February 22nd?
Yeah, February 22nd and 23rd.
That weekend I will be, while you're in Vegas, I'll be in Vancouver. Fan Expo Vancouver. If you're a Canuck, or I guess even in the Seattle area, it's not too far, you can come say hi.
Oh, cool.
But, so as of when this airs, in this weekend, the Valentine's Day weekend, I'll be in Miami.
Oh,
for Animate.
Animate
Miami.
You know what? Tell them I said hi over there at Animate, and that I love them.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. No matter what.
No matter what. It's fine.
That Bridget says hi.
Bridge says hi.
And then in March, I'll be in Knoxville, Tennessee, Fanboy Anime. And then the next weekend, Indiana Comic-Con. And then the next weekend, Anime Arizona.
He's cooler than me.
Got a busy March. Damn. But anyway, you Canucks and you Miamians and you, where are you going? Like
Las Vegas.
Vegasians.
Nevadians.
Come say hi. Come bring your really raunchy toga
Please
statues.
don't. I will not sign it, and I will be sad. And you will be sad. We'll all be sad. And we don't want to be sad.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Bring me something that's cool, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't want to see any gross togas. Shoot.
All right. Spark.
And chaos.
Out. See you guys next time.
Bye.